Hey everybody, my next guests are a Brooklyn-based band who rock with an aggressive upbeat style and have been compared to Rancid and Green Day. Their latest album, Trash Life, is out now and can be found wherever you buy great music. Here they are, it's Jack Counce, Travis Yablon, and Gayla Brooks, also known as Fat Heaven. What's up, guys? I say all your names correctly?
Yeah, close enough.
Travis's last name is Yablon.
Yablon.
Yablon. There's no official way.
But that was pretty good though.
I like Yablon.
That was
That's
pretty
cooler.
good. Yeah, Yablon.
It implies celebration. Yay.
Yay, blonde. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
you did way better
Yablon's-
than you did way better than all the sports announcers I had growing up.
Oh,
Oh wow. all the
You played
sports.
sports?
I played baseball.
Okay.
nice. There you go. See, you learn new stuff about your bandmates every day. This is great. So you guys are kind of fresh from touring, right? You guys just got back from California not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Few weeks ago we got back. We did a West Coast run. That's Gayla's home, her other home, one of her homes.
One of
Oh,
my
nice.
many homes.
Nice.
One of her sources.
So you're from California originally?
Not originally, but I did live there. I went to high school there. So I was like 13 through 18
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So I feel like that's pretty those are the formative years. Although like I've been in New York longer, than I've been there for like by, 3 times almost the amount of time. And this is where I've lived the longest. So who knows where I'm from.
Hey, well, they got that, the SoCal kind of punk scene over there. Is that kind of was an influence for you guys when you coming up, especially in California?
Oh yeah. Definitely. I mean, I like Jack, his favorite band is Green Day. We played Gilman Street, which was, that's kind of like a rite of passage, bucket list thing for us. But the scene, I mean, and you can sense it like when you play there, like the scene represents like, people turn up, people show up. It's good shit. But yeah, it's 100% what like has influenced us.
I'm personally more of a NorCal girly. I don't like LA.
What's some of the NorCal bands? I know the SoCal bands are like No Effects.
Rancid was like the main, I feel like is one of the main other than, Green Day and stuff too. But like, they mention all these like local things in their song. Like they talk about like the 43 bus, I used to ride the 43 bus. It made me feel very happy to bring Jack and Travis, be like, look, it's the 43 bus climbing up that hill.
Right. So is that like the Bay Area? It would be NorCal. Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's, I mean, there's so like everybody, when they think about punk rock, you normally think about New York and you think about London, and that whole era where kind of the birth of it all, but you can't sleep on the California scenes, especially, whether it's the Bay Area stuff or the SoCal stuff, so much influential bands and that really created, kind of mainstreamed it was that sound that you got from like Bad Religion and No Effects and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We were on a Highway 101 listening to Social D.
Yeah, we did do that.
That was great. Fucking
That's
love Social D.
Yes, man. Mike Ness and the boys. I've still yet to see them live, and I kick myself.
Same.
Yeah, man. I gotta see
saw them once, many, many, many years ago. But my favorite thing about Mike Ness is that he's always got these little dogs. He's got like little chihuahuas.
Right.
And I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
They like ride in his little car, not his little car, but the car's
Little car.
whatever. Imagine him in a tiny car though. But yeah, no, they ride with him in his like fancy cool cars, and they're just like a little like, super cute. Love that.
He's an interesting character. You ever see that documentary? Like it's like early stuff. It's when Mike Ness was a kid and he's teaching you how to put on eyeliner. You ever see that?
Oh
have
yeah,
not seen
I have seen that clip. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's
I don't know. He's switched aesthetics over the over the years.
Most guys don't know how to wear makeup anyways. Guys naturally think you're gay because you have eyeliner, mascara, maybe a little nail polish on. I just kind of like that sympathetic look when I'm on stage. It just looks more natural too.
It's cool when you get somebody like that where you could literally watch him grow up and evolve through music and all the different
absolutely.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
One thing I loved about the videos you guys have been putting out, with the tour.
Control the State.
Yeah, Control the State. I love that video because it looks like you guys are having a blast out on the road, and it's kind of had that kind of pure rock and roll vibes to it, where you guys are just loving life, loving the music, and it just looked like a blast. Is that true? Is that real life?
I'm glad it's edited to look like we're having fun.
No. We have
we are having fun. We really are.
That was an especially fun trip because that was, we're in California. But I feel like even when we go to like the middle of nowhere, we make it fun, because if we can't make it fun, then like why? Why bother?
It's true. I mean, yeah, if this wasn't fun, we would have stopped doing this a long time ago, because it ain't easy. It's a long road to the top if you want to rock and roll, right on. And this shit, I mean, like every fucking brutal mistake that you can make, and like the amount of times we bang our heads against the wall, but it's worth it in the end because it is fun. But Christ, man, it ain't easy.
If it's not fun, we'll make it fun really quick.
Yeah, we find ways.
We find ways.
You have to make it fun, and like the old saying goes, it's all about the journey. And I think you guys, just what I've been seeing, if you guys been together for like what, 10 years or so, maybe more,
10,
and just rocking it out and doing your thing, and you could see the evolution of your guys and your sound and where you are now. And but the one thing that seems to stay is the fun. You guys definitely are having a blast, and that's contagious. I'm rocking out, listening to your stuff. Is that something that's you think about when you're out there on stage, or is it just so natural?
I think it's natural. I think we all obviously we're very close after what did I make a face? We have we hang out outside doing band stuff too. We do have that much fun. I think we just like each other.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like genuinely at the end of the day, we're like friends first, band first B, 1A, 1B. Like they're both super important, but we're definitely like friends first, which makes this like possible. And we are, I mean, like, there's some shows where I think we do, like, most of the time it is just genuinely fun. We don't have to try. And then I think there are some times every now and then when it's like we have to tell each other before we go up, like, let's just fucking go up there. Let's just have fun. Right. And then when it's done,
the thing about
do something fun.
It's like the nights when it's like the show is like less than ideal for whatever reason, whether like someone's being a dick or like, it's not that many people. That's when we go like, okay, now let's make it weird. Let's make it
let's get weird.
Let's get real weird with it. And then that ends up being fun and funny. Yeah. Either one will take.
Gayla will straight up ask sometimes, be like, if she's sensing the vibe, she'll just
I'll be like,
how weird are we gonna go with it? And I think the last time you asked me that, I'm like, I don't fucking know. Let's just play. Let's just fucking like. I was like, I don't know if we want to go weird. I just want to play the fucking set. And it ended up being weird.
Gotta lean weird sometimes.
When you guys,
we can't help it.
When you decide to go weird, like what's weird? Like what are you guys doing? Like I know you got the tarantula thing. What else?
Honestly, I don't even know how much it's us or if we just like invite the vibe of weird, like, because I don't
follows us.
Yeah, it's something when we say let's make it weird. I think this is just our acknowledgement of like all right, let's allow everyone else to be really fucking weird,
Right.
and then it'll just happen. Like, I'm just
Yeah,
trying
we
to
roll
think.
with the punches. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you never know when a thunderstorm is going to appear. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
and then you have to play like during a lightning storm on a rooftop, and you have to like make sure it's fun and not frightening.
Oh, we like used water guns and stuff like at that show. It was really hot. We had water guns.
Yeah.
We get things, we'll invite things thrown at us. And that's actually how we obtained some of our like band relics. Like we have this cat that is, the debate's like 50-50 on if it's a real taxidermied cat or if it's like a theater prop, but someone threw that at us.
Wow.
It's 100% cursed, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Cursed,
We can't even bring it. We can't even bring it with
it.
us anymore.
We used to travel with it. We have it on the amp, but like, that people throw in beer cans.
Yeah. But I was, we were playing a show in Brooklyn, and I felt like a thud just like in my chest, and I thought somebody like hurled a shoe.
It was our friend Mondo.
I thought no, this was at Don Pedro's. This was just a random drunk who didn't even like us, wasn't even there for us.
That was Mondo.
Mondo's throwing his cans, but I was shocked to look down and see a fucking cat.
Shout out to Mondo.
I thought it was a shoe.
That's crazy. So somebody threw a cat. We don't know if was it a real taxidermy cat or just a stuffed cat.
I think it's like a stage prop, but like everyone else was like, oh, I don't know, this fur.
No, bro, that's real.
That's crazy.
So I ended up in a store in Indiana one day that was just full of them.
Oh, really?
Like it was just like, it was like from ceiling to floor, just shelves of those kind of cats. And I was like, "Oh shit, this is where it came from." So,
and how is it cursed?
I'm team taxidermy.
We feel like we had a string of bad luck for about like I would say maybe like
10 years.
It was for 8 years. 8 years, and we were like, "What is it about us? Why do we have this bad luck?" And we realized it's because of the cat. And they were like, "Let's throw the cat away." And I'm sentimental. I'm like, no, we're keeping the cat. We don't have to bring him on tour. The cat's still in my basement. But then did we get something else? What else?
We got the pig.
We have the pig.
Now we have this like squeaky pig that I won out of a claw machine.
That's in the video.
Good luck after we started traveling with the pig.
Right.
That pig is good vibes. Like we fuck with the pig. The cat cursed.
But we will sell it to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll sell anything to the highest bidder.
You'll sell the pig off if you could.
Well, we put on our
menu.
We have like
every
our
band
merch
has
sheet.
its price.
We have the merch sheet where we list all of like our prices, and we always put the pig for like $500. And like it's obviously a fucking joke, but the amount of people that walk by and they're like, "Who on earth would buy this pig for $500?" And we're like,
not you.
Obviously not you. Okay. Like
is giving
we're just waiting for it just takes one drunk rich guy to walk by and be like, fuck it, I'll do it. And then guess what? Great gig. Like
exactly.
I think it's gonna happen one day. I think someone's gonna buy that pig for $500. I really believe it in my soul.
I 100% think someone will buy the fucking pig.
I think so too. I think, especially if they see that's the one that you won, right? I saw you win it in one of the videos.
Yeah. Amphetamines. I put the video.
And amphetamine.
So it's a famous pig.
Now it's famous. Now it's.
Hey,
we saw you win it. We know where it came from, and now and I think if you guys like all signed it or like or something like that.
We definitely
I think did we sign it?
We gave him some tattoos.
We gave it tattoos, yeah.
Oh, so it's customized too now.
Yeah.
It's a custom pig. He has a mom heart tattoo on his butt. He's got like
we did the Tim Armstrong
spiderweb
head.
He's got a little nose ring.
It's
a badass pig, man.
I might buy it. I actually
well, you know our price.
You can put it right next. You can put it right next to the shark.
Right, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
This is the set of Wayne's World. So like, it's not my real. I wish this was my real. One. This is
it took me a minute to realize that wasn't exactly where you were.
I don't know. I thought that immediately as like green screen.
You got that vibe immediately.
Yeah.
Because Gayla, you look Gayla, you look more green screen to
This
me.
this is my
everything because your whole everything is pink. It looks
That's
like
just my
it
real.
looks AI. You look AI.
I sit here and I have work meetings here.
Nice.
Don, what if we told you we don't even exist? We're just an AI band.
Yeah,
that would trip me out. That would trip me out, but I would also, in today's day and age, I would be like, wow, that they might really be AI people.
really realistic.
We'll send you some AI pictures of me later.
Yeah.
We've got a few.
Jack might actually be AI generated. We had a friend put in a prompt for whatever reason, we don't know why, just like farmer in a field holding a laptop, and we shit you not, it pulled up exactly a picture of Jack. Like,
and we don't know why, because we didn't put Jack's picture in. It wasn't someone who like has a bunch of pictures of Jack. Like, I don't think maybe he does. But
it was very strange.
Wow.
Yeah.
So maybe he is AI. I don't know.
I think Jack might be AI generated.
I come from a long line of farmers. Okay.
Are you guys worried that AI is gonna start people gonna start making music with AI?
I'm terrified.
And then
it's scary.
I'm not terrified for us. I'm terrified for other people for sure. I think punk is kind of harder to do AI wise. Like I feel it like top 40 artists, I think they're gonna be heading in like a harder like era because you can just literally put in the prompt and it'll spit out a fucking pretty decent song. But I think with just like the grittiness and like the naturalness of like kind of punk, it's too hard to replicate without somebody being like, that sounds like an AI punk band. Like and by the way, I know it's a podcast, so a picture isn't necessarily the best thing, but this is the picture of AI Jack. I found it. This is fucking nuts. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
For no reason.
It's crazy. Wow. I would if I didn't know that was AI, I would think that was you on the farm, like checking out your computer,
Yeah.
Farmer
some research. Wow, that's nuts.
They pulled it from my MySpace.
I fear for people who will like lose their jobs because of AI stuff, but I personally am not. I don't personally fear it, but that sucks when people lose their jobs, for a computer.
I'm ready to lose my job. I'm ready.
I'm worried about finding a job, damn it.
I ain't ready.
I think with punk rock though, like you said, I think it's and probably with rap too, to some degree, like real rap and stuff. It comes from such a real place that I think even if you did it on AI, who's gonna want that? People who listen to gravitate towards punk rock music or something, they want the grit, they want it real. So I think you guys are safe from the AI movement. We'll see.
Dude.
And
it's all about human connection at the end of the day.
Yeah. And I like that you brought up rap as well, because I think like rap in particular, I think is particularly safe, even though it's like I know like Drake is doing some corny shit, like using like Tupac's like voice and stuff, but like I think like hip hop has been the most like evolving genre of the last like 30-40 years, where it's like each decade sounds so drastically different that you cannot program whatever the next wave is going to be without it sounding dated by the time it comes out. Like that is really, and I think it's something that like punk can learn from, and bands like Co-Defendants do really well, which is like, how do we be the future of punk? How do we evolve and become something new? And like, because hip hop really fucking nails it. Like how just every 5 years, you have people on the internet being like, what the fuck is this? This isn't the hip hop in my day. Like, good. Yeah, it shouldn't be.
Right.
The one thing I get worried about us sometimes is people, so we always get like some asshole. It's just like, dude, I used to listen to bands that sound like you guys in high school. It's like, and you don't now, so fuck out of here. Like, what is that supposed to be? Like, you calling us immature, you asshole? Like, but we want to stay like, current and like be something, nostalgic, but something new too. So I think like I said, like bands like Co-Defendants, I think is like a really good like inspirational kind of motivator to go out there and do something fresh, because they sound pretty fucking fresh.
Sometimes we just gotta pull a fast one. Are you seeing when they get to the GBs at dawn? Quick lick up of the strange fools like a lot of excuses. Endless stories, call them slip break.
That's a great point about like how hip hop keeps kind of reinventing itself, and and rock music, it has a harder time for whatever reason. I don't know. I mean, if we knew why, we would have evolved, but maybe it's the audience isn't evolving with it, and we want that stuff. We want what we want. Like if you're a rock fan, you kind of want a certain sound. A lot of rock people might not want to evolve and change.
Yeah, I do think that's part of it too. For sure.
Would agree so.
Yeah, like the formula has been the formula, and breaking away from it is usually met with resentment. But I don't know. There's gonna be something moves forward. Like, just I don't know what the fuck it is.
You guys ever experiment, like when you just jamming at at rehearsal or practice or anything, just kind of try out new stuff or go a different route, maybe even different genre or anything? You mess around?
We play Limp Bizkit sometimes.
I think that whenever like we are like freestyling or something, we're practicing, I feel like it inevitably kind of it sounds similar to what we do, but I think that's just because it's us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's very unintentional, I think, when we do something. It kind of just happens. Where it's like we've been working on some new stuff recently, and there'll be like a part where it's just like Gayla will be like, yo, if I play drums like this and you let that ring out and then you hit like a Jawbreaker riff, and it's like, it's funny, Jawbreaker's not a new band, but it's different for us, like to play something more Jawbreakery.
Right.
That when it's like our sensibilities come in contact with that, it does produce something familiar, but it's new. It's new in some capacity. And yeah, we're excited to get back to work on that one Saturday, folks. All right. That's what practice is. Okay?
It's in my calendar.
Yeah,
I'm not
all
on
right.
the calendar.
Just don't let's not blow it off. All right.
But I think too, like with I think we need the Warped Tour back and kind of like those type of festivals to kind of really bring the sound back to the forefront.
I agree. I need something to do. That'd be great.
It's interesting because like Warped Tour when I was a kid was so cool, and I could go and be there all day and just be there and be standing and be conscious and be hydrated. And then we played one. Was it the last one?
The
final one,
the last touring one.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago, but like we were at that point already in like late 20s, I think, and I was like throwing up. I was like, it's so hot, I'm gonna die. There's no shade. I can't stand up for this long. We're there all. I was just like, I don't know how anyone does it. How did I do it? I don't know. Like my feet hurt, but I'm still a big fan. You just have to I just need to find a chair.
I think I think a new version, and I was actually thinking about this the other day because I watched like an old clip of like an early Blink-182 Warped Tour set, and it dawned on me, I'm like, this could be totally done again, but in the same vein that it was happening then, where it's like we can't be having Warped Tours now where it's like big bands fighting to all play on the Monster Energy stage. Like if you have a bunch of like bands our size just booking a tour together, 20 bands booking a tour together in just some field, like that's essentially what it was initially. It wasn't, back when they were all starting out, it wasn't like, oh my God, Blink-182 and NoFX. It was like, hey, these bands, they're called Blink-182 and NoFX. You want to go see them? Like, I think there's room for that to reemerge right now, but it can't. The problem I think with the format of Warped Tour when it was towards its end was just like it was big bands, you know, competing basically against each other on these huge stages with high production costs, and then like telling the local bands to go fuck off to the Ernie Ball stage and sit in the heat, like, which is what Gaylas were talking about. And don't get me wrong, I love the Ernie Ball stage. It was a great experience.
I had a great day, other than like throwing up from being hot.
But I think it would be really great to have like 20 bands book a tour together and play.
That sounds like a logistical nightmare. Imagine trying to wrangle not just like 20 bands. Let's say each band has on average 4 people. What's 20 times 4? 2, 4, 6. Imagine trying to wrangle 80 musicians.
Well, you just send them where to go. You just tell them where to go, and they have to show up. And if they don't show up, they don't play. I mean, that's what Warped Tour was. Like,
true, I guess.
You know. So I think I'm not going to be the one to lead the charge because I got other shit to do. But
I won't.
if Jack wants to book it, you know, we'll show up.
I will definitely show up if Jack books it.
So Jackie, you got this one?
Yeah, I'm really known for booking shows.
Could we put you on point for booking the next Warped Tour?
I'll get right on it.
You got that farmland. You got that piece of farmland.
Yeah. Just pull out your little computer.
If you build it, they will come. We will come too. Everyone comes.
Yeah, get like Randall's Island over there or something like that. Just set it up, you know, rock it out, man.
Punk Island, you know, they a bunch of people that I know, you know, helped put on Punk Island, which is last year it wasn't on Randall's Island, but previously it had been, and then this year it was again. And that's about, I think, the closest like local thing to, you know, going to Warped Tour, right? It's also one of the few like all ages, you know, things. It's really fun. I didn't get to go this year because I was busy. But that's like the closest thing I could think of. If like Punk Island were to,
it has the right
tour
ethos and vibe,
right?
But shit just costs so much money too. Like I know that they spend the whole year getting the permits and, you know, getting the stuff for the stages.
That's just one day.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, to do a full tour like that, I don't know how they, you know.
Well, they don't take corporate sponsorships either, so it's also like
it's
it's ultra punk.
There is no Ernie Ball stage.
There's no
there is no Ernie Ball. There is no Monster Tour Water. Which I like the Tour Water. That was kind of like Liquid Death before Liquid Death.
Honestly. It was. I thought it was silly though, because I'm like, I don't know. When they just had doing that, I was like, I just guess just give me water.
We just had some of the leftover Warped Tour waters in Vegas recently.
Was that really left over though, or was it?
I don't know.
I think it was. I think it was new. I don't think it was from 6 years ago, Jack.
But it said that water from years ago.
We had rusty Monster Tour Water.
It's still good if it's sealed shut, right?
It's water. It's water.
What's the scene like these days? You guys play all over New York and in the city, and do you play out here on Long Island?
Yeah, we were just at Amityville. We were just at Mr. Beery's recently. We played at Amityville back in October, which was awesome. The scene it's always interesting. It's definitely not like, you know, the CBGB's kind of scene. Like it's I think the thing with New York is there's so much music and there's so many bands that there are 100 scenes, and they all tie into the overarching Brooklyn scene. But it's just like, I think it's a little less of a cohesive scene, where it's like when we went to San Francisco, it was like every band knew each other, and it was just like, you know, when we played the Ivy Room, and everyone's just like, oh, like, yeah, we're gonna be over at Gilman tomorrow. Like, I'm working at Gilman tomorrow, and like I know my buddies were supposed to come tonight, but they're gonna see you tomorrow. And it's like everyone already knew what was happening. Where it's like here, I might like text a friend being like, yo, come to my show tonight, and they'll be like, oh, I can't, I'm seeing my other friend like down the street. When do you play next? And then not come to the next show. Like, it's there's
so much stuff to do each given night that like you know, you're competing against all these other, you know, bands playing different venues, having different things. You know, so I think it's harder because it's not like, you know, like when we play like York, Pennsylvania a lot, right? It's not like there where it's like, this is the show tonight.
Yeah.
Right.
Here it's like, well, here's, you know, 50 of the shows tonight. Where's everybody gonna go?
Yeah, it's like you'll hear a lot in New York, I'll try to make it, which is valid.
I'll try
it's
to
like,
make it is like
we get that in
like,
comedy
because
too.
it's like they'll head to like a bar, and then they'll be like bar hopping on the way to the venue, and like 3 bars in, they can't make it. They're already done. So that's trying to make it. And I understand it. I could sympathize, but you know, they try.
It's hard enough getting 3 people in the room in a room to start a band, you know? Like it's hard.
Yeah.
People in there.
We have to remind each other, you know, this Saturday, guys, Saturday, we're gonna be
also like I
practicing.
think here people are, I don't know if this is true, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like because it's so expensive to live here, everyone's working all the time. You know, like most people have more than one job, don't have like, you know, evenings off, don't have necessarily weekends fully off. Like people are busy as hell. They have one night off. It's like, yo, let me sleep. Fuck your show. You know?
Well, I think you guys should on Saturday when you get together, you got you know, a new song that you could work trying to make it. I think that could be a good and it has like double, triple entendres. Trying to make it. Your friends and family and fans are trying to make it, and everyone's trying to make it.
Yeah.
And
now you get a writing credit.
Yeah.
You get a royalty, damn it.
If you guys ever do that, I'll be like, oh,
yeah.
that's
it actually sounds like a decent song.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll try to make it.
If that actually happens, I'll buy the pig. I promise.
We'll try to make the song.
We'll try to make it. We'll try to write it.
Yeah, we're gonna try it.
You got the album out. Trash Life came out about a year ago or so. It's just got all one after the other. It's just great stuff, man. And
thank you.
Just tell me a little bit about this album that's out there, and you know, just take me through that a little bit.
Cool. So basically, we had played with Andy, who's the head of Sell the Heart Records. We had played with him when he's the guitarist in Tsunami Bomb. We've done a few shows together.
I love those.
And
yeah,
they're
actually
awesome.
Seen them at Warped Tour. Like in 2003. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I always have, whenever I talk about Tsunami Bomb, I always have one friend that's just like, you know, I met Dom back at Warped Tour. And I'm always like, that's so funny.
That's great.
But we hit up Andy because we had recorded 4 songs with Pete and Asbury from the Bouncing Souls. And we were like, Andy, we just wrote these 4 songs. We want to put out a record. Would it be cool if we do like a 7-inch or an EP on Sell the Heart? And he, very smart man, goes, I'll be honest, 7 inches do not sell. He's like, you want to do a full length. He's like, but what I would say is, he's like, you've released other EPs and singles in the past. Like, let's put all those down on a record and, you know, make a full length out of it. So that was Trash Life. And we've had some older songs on there, the 4 new ones that at the time, new ones. And we just put that out. Andy held our hand through the process. He also held our hand through the process of booking West Coast. He's like takes care of everything for us. He's like our dad.
That's our father.
Nice.
And huge
thanks,
props.
Andy.
Props to Cole. Yeah. But yeah, that was that's how it was made. And then we got our buddy Ant. Shout out to Ant if he's downstairs.
He lives downstairs.
Gayla keeps him in the basement. It's half true. But he did the album art for it, and it was like super cool. And yeah, we were just super grateful that Andy would bless us in the manner in which he did.
Right
yeah.
on. And this the album art is great. The cover of that album is awesome. So it's shout out to Ant for that. And yeah.
Technically, or not technically. I mean, somehow, stay with me here. He's my step brother-in-law.
Okay, so you had stepsister and married.
Well, so he's childhood best friends with my husband from like when they're in middle school. So they grew up together. Fast forward when we're like, a couple years ago, he moves in downstairs for me and my husband. And then over the pandemic, Aunt's dad started dating my husband's mom.
Wow.
So they're not married, but they've been together for a while. So they kind of went from best friends to being kind of like stepbrothers. And when I got married, he became my stepbrother-in-law of sorts. It's a fun so it's a family house if you think about it like that.
That's an awesome story too. That's cool. Yeah. I think it's another song somewhere in there.
Yeah. The brother-in-law.
So now you guys got all this stuff going on. What's next for you guys? What do you got? Are you still touring? You got new music cooking? I know you got to, get practice on Saturday. What else you got going on?
Thank you. Yeah.
We're writing.
Thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot.
We're doing the new songs. We're cooking up some new songs. I think we're putting out possibly a split.
Yeah, let's not reveal too much on account of we're not
there may or may not be a split.
But we're playing
the Skid Row anniversary in July.
Oh yeah, in York, Pennsylvania, Skid Row.
So July 19th.
What day is that?
Our favorite venue in America.
Make sure that's
July 19th. Yeah,
19th.
It's 19th, right, Jack?
That's what my phone says.
July 19th, Skid Row.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm putting that in.
That'll be a great show.
Shout
out to MC.
Exciting.
MC is amazing. He's involved with Camp Pennsylvania as well. Shout out to them. That's happening in about a week or so.
I thought it was happening like this weekend or last weekend.
No, it's happening next weekend because that's the day of my wedding.
Yeah, Trashy's getting married.
That's right, you're getting married.
Yeah.
Well, that's coming up, right?
Yeah, it's the same weekend as Camp Pennsylvania.
Oh wow!
where our wedding is headlining, and but yeah, it's super exciting. We actually just got off the Zoom meeting right before this with the flower girl, and
ooh,
nice.
Picking out them flowers. So I just sat there quietly going, nice, yeah, good,
that's nice.
Yeah, flowers.
Let's see, like whatever you like, honey, whatever you get.
Yeah, exactly. Sick, dude. Is that a flower? But yeah, and then October
we're in a fast
to Gainesville, Florida. Finally, Fat Heaven has come back to Gainesville, Florida for the fest. We're doing it again. We're pumped. It's gonna be awesome.
That's a big festival too happening over there in Gainesville.
Oh yeah, it's fest is best.
Big time.
Yeah, big time, baby. Did we book our hotel? No, we didn't. No, we fucking didn't.
We're gonna we waited too long last year to book our hotel. Yeah. We ended up at
Saturday.
This place. We ended up at this place called the Gatortown Inn, which I don't recommend. And if they're listening, fuck y'all.
I liked it. I
know there's nothing to like actually, but the one thing that I did like, so
2.5 stars.
A vending machine sold out of everything, even water, right? But these tiny little cute green froggies were living in it. So take that for what it is. I thought they were cute.
Sold out of everything but frogs.
Couldn't get a drink, couldn't get a water.
Couldn't get a damn table at the IHOP across the street.
Oh yeah,
no. Yeah, but that wasn't the Gatortown Inn's fault. That was the IHOP's fault.
Yeah, well, let's blame it all on Gatortown Inn. Why don't we?
Is everything Gator related over in Gainesville? Like everything's like the Gator in, the Gator this. The
Welcome to Gatorland Toyota.
Nationwide clearance event going on right now at Gatorland Toyota. Go Gatorland!
Like the Gator Town Inn is across the street from the Tom Petty Inn, and
yeah, exactly, all the Tom Petty stuff.
Yeah, every Uber driver is like, you know, I used to play guitar with Tom Petty. It's like, okay.
Right over by the Less Than Jake Motel, and
Less Than Jake,
the Against Me Inn.
Against Me, that's right there from there too, huh? They're all Gainesville guys. Yeah, that's great.
Gainesville is the city of hot water music, the city of Less Than Jake, and above all, the city of Against Me. And the ceremonial key to the city.
So when you guys go to a festival like this, are there bands that you are psyched to hang with or psyched to see, or like who's your like circle of people, like bands that you hang with, like when you get there?
I lived in Gainesville for a little bit, so I have like some close friends down there. They're always good to see. But
Suck
it's always
Kid. That was,
right. Suck Brick Kid. Ian, great. Shout out.
We are with we liked Good Friend last year. They were good friends.
Yeah, no, really, really cool bands.
They were cool.
I don't know if they're coming again.
A good chance to see Andy.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're probably gonna and when Andy's there, we just
all the bands on the label.
all the Sell the Heart bands will be there.
Yeah.
We're a little fam out there.
That's awesome. Your label mates. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
When you prepare for this kind of thing coming up in October, and October will be here before you know it, do you put, like, obviously it's circled on the calendar, but do you put extra like practice time in to get ready for it, or is just you just look at it like another show? It's just like
in theory, we put the time down. Do we do it?
I mean, the thing is like we need to, you know, if we're writing new songs, we need to, you know, get together and write new songs.
Yeah.
But, I think that something that I've always been kind of happily surprised by with us is like whenever we've taken a break from practicing, like we come back and we sound dope. Everyone's like, wow, you guys are really tight. You practice a lot. We're like, we don't.
The best we ever sounded.
We've just been playing these songs long enough to the point where if we fuck them up, shame on us. You know what I mean?
I forget what year it was, but there was like a time where I think the only time we played together was shows. And like we hadn't practiced in like 6 months. And some band was just like we asked them like, hey man, like how much do you guys I think Jack asked like, how much do you guys practice? And they're like, twice a week probably, you know. And they're like, what about you guys? And we were just like, oh no. we don't want to answer. we haven't practiced this year.
We cancel twice a week.
Yeah. We talked about it.
We'll have practice planned and it'll be like, oh, hey guys, it's kind of nice out. Y'all want to like go get some wings. Let's go to the beach. We don't really need to practice. It's fine. Let's go do this other thing. Let's sit on my couch and pretend like we're gonna go practice and never do it. Like,
yeah, the best is we have like logistics meetings. Like, which is eventually what this hotel situation is gonna be, where like we're trying to book this hotel, where we're just gonna sit around for like 5 hours and like book a hotel. Like we will book the hotel and then just do nothing for like 4 more hours.
That's definitely
except
what
like maybe discuss what food we might order and not actually get it. And then like put on an episode of Kill Tony.
Yeah, because after you book the hotel, you feel like mission accomplished, and you're just like,
so much.
That was such hard work. We need a break.
Yeah.
And when you guys are working on new stuff, how does that work out? Like, does one of you come up with like a melody and a riff or something, and then the lyrics, or is the lyrics first, and then like how do you? What's the chemistry like for that, for creating new music?
Travis, a lot of the time, Travis will make like demos at home, and he'll like play guitar, put some vocals down, put some like Logic drums or something. And then, he'll send it to us and be like, what do you think? And then, we'll be like, this is cool. Maybe let's change this way. Let's do it like this. And we switch it up. Sometimes we're just playing something, one of them starts playing something, then the other one starts playing something, then I start playing something, and it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. We should throw that into a song, and then we kind of figure out where it can go. It kind of it varies, but I think that for me personally, I love getting like demos from Travis, because then I can, I have an idea of like what he's thinking about, and then I have specific suggestions and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has been just like, I come in with the song, we start kind of like going through it. Gayla will be like, what do you think of this drum part? And then she'll be like, A or B? And like half the time I can't tell the difference between A and B. And then she'll be like, no, I'll play it for you again. A and B. I'll be like, well, they're both good. And she goes, no, but on this one I do this with the hat. And then on this one I do this with that. And I'm like, all right, A. And then, but yeah, I think, or especially recently with this new stuff that we're doing, it's been a bit more, we've been really taking more time to work on like having the parts be more different than the demos. Cause the demos, when it's just me at home, a lot of just root notes on bass, Logic drums. And
yeah, Jack has to come up with like some bass lines and stuff. And we'll be like, what about boo 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 boo? And he'll be like, oh, like this. And be like, yes, just like that.
Yeah. Or we go, no, nothing like that.
Like that.
Yeah, never do that again.
So basically Travis brings a song, and then we fist fight. And then we just have a song at the end of the day.
Yeah. And a fight.
There you go. That's where the grit comes into it, is through the fight.
Yeah. Punk rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I love all the stuff you guys are doing. I heard your stuff a couple weeks ago, and I reached out right away. I was like, man, I love these guys. I love the sound. I love, I saw some live stuff that you guys did on YouTube. I just think you guys' whole vibe is great. I love, three-piece punk bands, always the best. So kudos to you for all of that stuff. Before I do go, I want to talk about the Punk Rock Pets coloring book, because I think that's pretty awesome. So I want to know if you could tell everybody about that. There we go.
Thank you. I'm glad you did, because I was just looking around for mine to do a promotional, and it's in the other room.
Mine is somewhere. I think mine's with my nephew.
That makes sense. But
yeah, so tell us about the inspiration behind that and where people can get it.
So you can get it on Amazon. Just type in Punk Rock Pets coloring book, and there it is.
This is actually one of my dogs.
That's awesome.
He's under the table right now, but this is one of my dogs.
And show your other dog is in there as well.
I'm finding him next.
But the idea came from my fiance. Was like, Travis, like you do so many illustrations. Like, have you ever thought about like doing a coloring book?
This is my other
just
dog.
like, yeah, that's her other.
That's awesome.
The Pomeranian. But she said, like, you do so many illustrations. Have you ever thought about like putting together a coloring book? And I was just like, I guess I'll do that. And then of course, a week or two later, I sat at home just kind of drawing up as many just animals. Like, obviously doing punk felt the most natural to me, and like the idea of doing a coloring book, like in my mind, usually of course it's all ages, but it's usually children. Like, so I wanted to make it cute. I wanted to make it like dogs and cats. So
says me first and the kitties.
Yeah,
that's great.
Because it's a super group, But yeah, But yeah, it was largely my fiance's idea, and it was just like mine to make it more, shit that I like. I like dogs, I like punk rock, and I like drawing. So I was hoping, and so far the
Rancid milk.
Milk and lowercase.
Dude, I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's great.
But the feedback's been awesome. It's been selling. I'm always surprised when anything sells. But it's been really great. And honestly, like, not to get like mushy and corny, but it's like I see like people send me like pictures of like their kids like holding up their drawings and like it colored in, and it's like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, I contributed to something nice for a child. That's so sick. That's so dope.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
It is. It's a cool concept, cool idea. The drawings look great, and I'm so now I'm buying the pig, and I'm gonna get a copy of the magazine of the coloring book too. So
hell yeah, right on.
I'm psyched, man. You guys
Volume
rock.
2, I think, is gonna have Volume 2 of the coloring book. I think is gonna have the pig in it. We gotta do the punk rock pigs, man.
You should put the cursed cat in there as well, just for
with the one eye. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You definitely got to put the cat in there. And that might break the curse. That might be able to, that's how you break the curse.
We've been trying to break the curse for
carry Madame Zeroni up the hill. You put the one-eyed cat in the book. It's like the same thing. It can't each other out.
Well, you guys rock, man. I appreciate this, and just tell everybody where they can find you, follow you. Find Fat Heaven, follow Fat Heaven, and get the new album, or and all that stuff, and keep it current with what you guys are up to.
Cool.
Yeah, right on. I think Instagram, we're Fat Heaven Band, right?
I think we're Fat Heaven Band as a tag on most things. That was in our initial days. We had to differentiate ourselves from like food bloggers, so we had to put band at the end of everything. So we're at Fat Heaven Band on everything, on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal,
YouTube,
Pandora,
Bandcamp,
YouTube,
TikTok, because we are
Pornhub.
We be TikToking.
No,
Fat Heaven.
Not the Fat Heaven Pornhub channel. Y'all don't want to know.
I do love that the name you had to compete with food bloggers because of Fat Heaven. Oh, this chocolate is Fat Heaven, baby.
Yeah, we learned that one quick.
Instagram,
we were like, ooh,
like hashtag Fat Heaven. It's like us, like a burger,
donuts,
ice cream sundae. I'm not mad about it.
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
awesome.
it's fine.
Well, you guys rock. Have a great practice on Saturday, and
thank you.
Yeah, and definitely, I want to come out next time you guys are playing live.
Hell yeah,
yeah, for sure. If you have Mr. Beery's, or I'll come out to Brooklyn, wherever. I'm out. I'm all the way out east in Manorville, but I'll come out to Mr. Beery's. I'll come out to Amityville. I'm in Amityville all the time anyway.
All right, on.
Yeah, so good stuff. You guys rock, man. Thank you so much. Fat Heaven.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you.
All right.